excited because we are here with the incredibly talented, and I think she's a magical artist, and that's my humble opinion. But if you were to be in this studio with me right now, with us, I think you would appreciate why I call her magical and spiritual and talented and incredible. And she blushes when I speak, don't you? Why do you do that? This is the beautiful Clementine Campardou. How's that?
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I've seen a lot of videos of prints. That's where came all the inspiration from the book, for the book. And I try to freeze some of the moments that I really like, where I could see something in him, like very specific, like gesture with the hands, a smile that says, I'm shy, but I'm not at all, and I'm going to blow your mind. I don't know, like something very sexual or something, I don't know.
Intimate.
Intimate, yeah, intimacy. So I try to capture something that is his own. I try to find out who is Prince. Yeah, so...
Do you feel, and this might be a bit of a weird question to ask, but do you feel like when you're sitting down to create a piece that you're almost channeling him? Can you sense him in some way?
It's that's why what I try to do with the book, with the illustration, is try to sense him, yeah, and to, like, if I'm reading in his mind, I try to reach his soul.
Yes,
that's the thing, I think, to reach his soul.
Talk us through this one, because it's not from any particular scene. It's not from the movie, really. He's wearing different pants. So, and this is what I love about these, pieces of art. You would not have seen them anywhere before. There'll be something familiar, absolutely, about each piece. But I think the magic of what you've done is that I call it the purple fusion.
Oh, that's a great word.
Yeah, so you've taken a bit from here, a bit from there.
Yes.
That era, that look, that shoe, and you've just brought it all together.
Yeah, it's not really accurate, but yeah, it's always true to Prince, I think, and it's like my vision of him. I try to, yeah, as you said, take one part of something that I was thinking interesting and create a character that's is Prince to me. So yeah, it's my vision of Prince.
It can only really be yours. I mean,
yeah.
Because you have to be true to you as an artist, and to a certain extent, you as a fan as well.
Yes.
Yeah. As you were saying before, you've seen lots of videos, so it's almost as if you've taken a little piece from here,
yes,
a look from there, a feeling from there, and just whipped it up into this very special watercolour blender, and out comes a Prince smoothie.
Ooh, Prince smoothie with a lot of colours.
Yeah, with a lot of colours. I want to sip
and
that.
flavours.
Yes, and flavours, yes. I would drink a glass of Prince, would you?
Oh, but definitely. I need one.
And the other thing that strikes me about this is his stance, the way he's standing. There's nothing apologetic about it, which is Prince. We all know that he did what he wanted to do, when he wanted to do it. He broke rules for breakfast, right? Were you trying to capture that confidence and that cockiness? I guess?
Yes, like the position, like the legs open, like this. He's standing still, and you know he's maîtrise son, I don't know how you call this in English, like he's mastering his music, like he's in total control.
Yes.
And there is this wildness coming out of him. So,
can you remember the first time that you produced a work of art that you thought, oh my God, there's just something in this, I've got to keep doing it? Can you remember that moment?
No, because I'm never satisfied with what I'm doing. So my fuel is my husband, and he is the one who says you should continue what you're doing.
Yeah.
So I try to be satisfied.
Tell me what happens when you, because I actually seen you in action, not painting these, because I know you do this in a whole other different space, but I've seen you in action where you take the watercolour, you take the brush and you just do a bit of a flick.
Oh, yeah,
okay. So do you decide I am flicking to the left today? Really?
Yeah. I try to decide where I'm flicking but it's very hazardous. So it's always coming in the paper in the place I don't want to. I can't control the watercolor. Watercolor is very tricky to control.
Yes.
So
mind of its own.
Yeah, totally. So
a bit like prints. Really?
It's really really organic painting, and it's really like it's alive, made of water. So the water is moving in the painting.
And is it too corny to suggest that maybe you gave Raphael the first kiss with that song? I don't know.
I try to remember. It was a long time ago. So
Raphael remembers, which is good. The husband remembers.
I won't tell you. I won't tell you. It was a crazy night.
Ultimately, the book for you is about not just capturing prints in one face or in one era or wearing one particular kind of clothing.
No.
It's about you, dare I say, cherry picking.
Yes.
Not under the cherry moon picking, but cherry picking.
Yeah, and mix things together to shake it and watercolor.
I don't know Minneapolis skyline at all, but when I first saw this print, that's immediately what I thought, that it was some kind of a city skyline, almost as if...
yeah, you see a city. That's
absolutely.
Interesting.
Absolutely, I see. So it's almost as if this represents the genesis of the Minneapolis sound.
Oh, I'm going to say no. For me, it was more like the energy that is coming from the ground and is going up to the sky. Like you can see the energy going, like moving.
Right.
Like it's
okay. It's like is it almost like a volcanic eruption?
Exactly, like a volcanic eruption. That could be, that's the music, coming from the ground and going up to the sky.
That's so much better than Minneapolis sound. not that there's anything wrong with Minneapolis sound, but that's amazing. And once again, he looks completely self-possessed and in control, and like he's mastered the moment. So all of these different aspects have just come together again in the purple fusion. Yeah?
Yeah.
Oui?
Oui.
D'accord? How would you say Prince represented the pleasure and the pain in life beautifully? How would you say that in French?
Prince représentait... Oh, it's going to be very literal.
I don't care.
Le plaisir dans la douleur. Le plaisir dans la douleur. That would be that.
Wow. Yes, you've definitely captured, the flawed perfection.
Okay, thank you.
So there's that unmistakable Prince grin, that cockiness, that cheekiness.
So, I don't know what to say about that. I tried to do something.
You didn't have to try. This is what I mean before when I said that you just sense it and then it comes out from your brush.
I try to put on paper what he was for me, this romantic rock and roll, funky, sexy. So many things to say, but everything
in the one piece.
Yeah,
it's so magical about this.
Yeah, thank you.
That's really it.
I woke up to a very strange email saying, it was his producer, I think, and he sent me a message saying, well, Prince likes your illustrations and he wants to buy you some, and are they for sale? So yeah, so instantly I went to my husband, who is the fan number one, to see if it was not like a fake email, and it was not. So I was like over the moon.
Amazing.
And yes, how do you call this? Like.
And one thing led to another.
Yeah. He bought one illustration. Actually, he bought the painting I did for my husband. So I had to negotiate with my husband, not very long.
No, maybe 5 seconds.
A few seconds. Yeah. Saying, well, Prince wants to buy the illustration. Can you please give it back to me so I can give it to Prince?
I love that.
It was like a fairy tale, when you've got that kind of email in your mailbox.
And that kind of feedback from the guy that you've been painting.
That was.
What was it like to see your artwork on Prince?
It was fantastic. It was incredible.
Right.
Incredible, because not only he had the design on his t-shirt, but it was also on the screen behind him, like huge, gigantic size.
It goes beyond just buying a book. I think it goes beyond admiring and loving an artist like Prince. It really is about looking at art through the eyes of someone who is not just an artist. I think she brings a spirituality to her work that needs to be seen by a lot more people. So, merci beaucoup, chérie.
De rien, c'était très gentil.
Purple love hug.
Oh.
Mwah.
Thank you, Phyllis.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
My pleasure.
My pleasure.
Tout le plaisir est pour moi.
Oh, oui.
And do all that social media stuff that's coming up on the screen. Oh, and peace.